Hello, hello, happy Wednesday. I was just sitting here thinking, relationships. We get so consumed by relationships. And it takes up so much of our lives, our time, our livelihood. It's like we just put our life on pause to accommodate a whole nother person. And then when that relationship is completed, you both exalted everything you're going to get from one another. And one person moves on, another person can't understand why it's completed, why it has ended. And you stay standing in that spot. I don't know if you ever seen that movie, Fences. And that line by Viola Davis, she tells Denzel Washington, he's like, I've been doing it. And I've been standing here right with you. And sometimes, when I hear that, I often think about, women and men and how relationships can either make us or break us, right? It's really, the choice is up to us. And we stay standing in that spot, like everything, the world is going on by, everything is happening, winter, spring, summer, fall, but we're stuck in that moment. We cannot move. And all we can do is talk about what that person did and how they don't want us no more and how it's over and how we can't believe. If you stay in that spot, if you stay talking about it, you will never grow through it. I ain't gonna say get over it. You will never grow through it. You will never see the person that was standing there the whole time that never left. That's God and you. He never leaves you. He never forsakes you. And he'll never put more on you than you can bear. He knows what's ahead of what's around the corner before you get there. And sometimes he causes things to happen because otherwise you will still stay stuck with that person that really God didn't intend for you to stay with. And you stay stuck there talking about that same stuff over and over again. You cannot change people's mind. Once they make their mind up about you, you got to make your mind up about you too. If somebody didn't choose you, make sure you chose you. You choose you every time. I poured myself into people. And when they walked away, I walked away too. I got tired of that. I can't do that no more. I have got to work and focus on myself. Okay? I know where I'm headed. I know my goals. I know my dreams. I know my passions. And whether a person stays or goes out of my life, I got to still keep living. I got to still keep growing. I got to still keep learning. I got to still keep thriving. I have children, young adults that are depending on me that I want to show them that guess what? We fall down, but we get up. Get knocked down 8 times, stand up 10. You got to keep standing up. You got to keep going. You cannot give up. He didn't brought you this far to bring you this far. In the pandemic. So the relationship is complete. Then it's time for you to move on. You got to move on for you and your kids. You got to move on. You cannot stay standing there in one spot stuck. Talking about this person. Complaining about this person, thinking about this person, that person don't care. They going on with their life. It's over. It's ended. It's complete. You got everything you need from them. They got everything they need from you. And you've got to go on. You got to go on. You got this. But you got to believe it. The first time the heart break, okay. The second time, it's on you. Can't nobody break your heart twice without your permission. No one can break your heart twice without permission. Oh my God, I kept doing it. It's like I took the knife out and I just kept stabbing myself over and over again in the heart. You know how I kept doing that? Kept looking at that social media. Kept responding to that text. Kept calling. Kept showing up in places where I knew they would be at. Just so I can run into them. Just so I can see them. Just so they can see me. Right? Next thing you know, you know where you're headed. You know where you're headed because you ain't strong. When you're not strong, you got to block. You got to cut, block, and delete. Until you're strong enough to see that person. Until you're strong enough to not be affected by them as much. But you got to get to that point. That's why when I tell people, it's so important that cut, block, and delete. But I know that every situation you can't do that. But you got to know, you got to set and create boundaries for those who have kids, those who have to stay in contact with that person. You have got to set boundaries. But if you don't, tell me why you ain't blocked them yet. Tell me why you have unfollowed. Tell me why you haven't unfollowed them on all the social media accounts. Tell me that. Here's the thing. Imagine the relationship is ended, but you still work with that person. You got to see that person every day. Imagine that. It was so hard for me. But I had to do what was best for me because I was breaking my own heart. I was stabbing my own self in the heart. And I got sick and tired. I got sick and tired of me. And I asked God. I talked to God, fill me up. Because I can't do nothing with me. I can't do this by myself, God. I need you. I need you to pour. I need you to pour into me. I need God. I need you to pour yourself into me, God. I need the word, God. I need you. Because I can't do it by myself. It's not easy. It's not easy. And I'm telling you what I did. I constantly listened to the word. I constantly listened to things that filled my cup back up. I constantly followed people that were in similar situations and how they overcame it. And I slowly began to get my strength back. I slowly began to get my stand back. I slowly began to get myself back. I slowly began to snap back. But it was a process. And the first thing you got to do is to recognize that it is a problem. It's a problem when you keep choosing somebody that ain't choosing you. When you keep lusting or looking for love in somebody that don't love you. You got to get sick and tired. And I can't tell you when you're sick and tired. But I know when I was sick and tired, I had to stop for me. I had to put myself at the front of my own line. I had to do that for me. And I'm telling you, you got to do this. I can't make you want it. You got to want it for yourself. And you got to be ready. I don't know when you're ready. Only you know when you're ready. Cause nobody tell me nothing. And I know that. That's why I don't beat nobody over the head with it when they're fresh in and they're going through. Cause I understand. That was me until it wasn't. But you got to choose you. If not, you're gonna lose every time. If you don't choose you. If you don't choose you, you got to create a foundation with God. First of all, have a relationship with God. Have a relationship with yourself. And the next relationship you entertain, make sure that you're ready. First and foremost, make sure you're ready. And make sure that person knows God. Make sure that person has God in their life. Because if not, nothing will never work without the man. Okay, not a man, without the man. You got to do it right. I kept doing it wrong. And I was asking myself, why nobody don't want me? Why my relationship? I keep going through the same stuff because I was never getting the lesson. And he'll keep sending the same type of person, okay? And we all got a type. And I already posted a video about that by R.C. Blakes about a type. You keep on running after that type. And you'll be 30, 40, 50 years later, single, alone, going through the same stuff, having the same conversation. Only thing that's going to change is the person's name. Let me tell you something. You got to get sick and tired of you. You got to get sick and tired of you. And you got to look yourself in that mirror. You got to say, I love you. I forgive you. And you are special. And I choose you. Even if nobody else don't. Every morning, look yourself in the mirror. I choose you. I choose you. I love you. I forgive you. It's okay if it doesn't work out. It's okay if it ends. You're still alive. You're still here. That means he's not done with you yet. Love on you, and take care of you. You spend your whole life taking care of everybody else. It's time to take care of you. Think about it. I want you to think about it. I want you to get it. And I hope you hear this message. I hope you feel it in your soul. And I hope you wake up. And I hope you stop beating yourself up for who didn't stay. Because God is with you. He never leaves you and he never forsakes you. Fall madly in love with him. That's one man that won't break your heart. He won't break it. He won't break it. He'll put those pieces back together. Believe it. It's my story. I don't just say it to be saying it. I'm saying it because I lived it. That was me until it wasn't. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace.